And we are live.
Welcome back to Checkpoint, your number one show, rounding up all the hottest, not so hottest game news stories of the week and discussing all the relevant topics you need to know about. I'm one of your hosts, James Walmer, looking like Prince Charming today.
Oh, yeah.
Joined today by the spiciest meatball on Twitch, Vincent
That's a
DeSantis.
meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball. Thank you, audio listeners. Guys, you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/strictlycasual. Please hit us with a rating on audio platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. All those things. We do have a Twitter and Instagram account as well. Feel free to go follow us over there. Today, we're talking about a little review roundup. Had some releases today. We had Pokemon. What was it called? Pokemon Presents this week, just yesterday. Along with some other fun stuff. Vin, how are you doing? What are you playing?
Doing good, dude. I haven't really been focusing on games this week, to be honest. I'm kind of like my mental headspace is like, I got 3 more days in this room, dog, and I'm out of here. Like we're gone. So there's that. But I was able to carve out a little bit of time on Tuesday to play through the Avengers War for Wakanda DLC.
Epic.
Which I had really low expectations for, and they were met in some ways and surpassed in others. I had a great time. If you're looking to get into that game or looking to come back just to play the DLC, I would highly recommend it. The grind doesn't change, but the story's great.
Now, Vin, I know you put out a little video with Ryder about whether or not you should play War for Wakanda.
Sure.
And obviously, we want to tell people to go over there and check that out. But Vin, just give me a little quick, like.
I'll say, dude, Christopher Judge, the guy that plays Kratos, plays Black Panther in this DLC.
No way.
And he does so good. He's great in it.
He's the best.
And the story's like, what, five missions or something like that? It's short. It's short.
Yeah.
But it's a good story. Claw's a good villain. Crossbones is in it as a villain too.
Cool.
It's fun. It doesn't really switch up the actual game of Avengers that much, but it hones in on kind of what it is. So
is Black Panther fun to play? That's what I want to know.
Yes, second favorite character to play.
Wow. First favorite being?
Kate Bishop, dude. Her teleport is ridiculous. It's so cool. She's like a blink mechanic. So yeah, that's cool.
This DLC made me want to get in. I was like, Black Panther is pretty fucking cool.
Kind of worth it. Oh my god, the boss fight, James, was so hard. Hard. I was
good hard or bad hard?
Good hard, because it made you learn like what you had to do. It was very like mechanically in depth. Like, okay, you have to do this, then do this. There's a time limit.
Love
like
that.
It was intense, bro. Holy crap.
So sweet.
So did that, and then a couple nights this week I've hopped on and played some like competitive Valorant with my friends, and oh my god, I ranked so low.
Yeah.
Horrible, but I love Valorant so much. Holy crap. That's it. What have you been playing?
Oh man, I think I did. Maybe went for one run of Returnal because I'm just at the point in that game where I'm like, I do one run and I'm like, all right, that's good for now.
Damn.
But I feel like my entire life is going from roguelite to roguelite.
Yeah.
Because
and just hating
I'm looking
yourself.
at Hades right now.
It's just $25.
It's just 25.
It's just 25.
But also knowing that after like the next 4 days, I'm gonna have like no game time for like a while.
We'll see.
So
We'll see. Who knows? Maybe you can squeeze some in here and there.
I've been playing Splitgate. I was at a party with some of my friends. It was my buddy's 21st birthday. And after like all the girls left, it was just the guys. And I said, yo, y'all been playing Splitgate? And everyone goes, what is Splitgate? And so I give them a little pitch. I said, it's Halo with portals. They go, And I said, it's free. You don't lose anything by checking it out.
Yep.
And one of my buddies, my buddy Nathan, comes back to me, like tells me at work like the next week or two after. And he goes, I'm ranked 30 on Splitgate. And I'm playing right now. Dude's been grinding. All of my friends are into it. And so we'll get on. And my buddy Eric, he's like, I love this game so much, but I am so awful.
Dude, I can't wait to play Splitgate with you next week. Oh my god.
I can't wait. I love Splitgate, dude.
I'm in.
It's because it made me realize how much I miss arena shooters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sick of battle royales. Like, I was in a group chat and we were talking about Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, like, I wish Battlefield would just like do a battle royale. Like, I hope
they're gonna have it.
Battle royale. They're gonna have it. And I'm like, don't want Battlefield to have a battle royale. I hope it's not even on their radar.
They already do have a battle royale. It's called Firestorm in Battlefield 5, and it's the worst battle royale I've ever played in my entire life. It's so
See,
bad.
that's why I don't want one. I'm just sick of them. I'm sick of them.
Yeah. I think battle royales can be fun, but if it's only battle royale, that's just, I don't know. It's a cool I don't know, like a extra mode.
Like a mode, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they're building Battlefield Portal for. So like, if you want a battle royale mode, you can make that. You can make that happen.
Sure.
So, I don't think it'll be like a legit mode though. That they'll do things in.
Very interesting.
James, let's get right into it. Let's vibe.
Get right into it. Then you want to take this?
Yeah, number one today we got 12 minutes review roundup. If you don't know, 12 minutes is a game. It's like a top-down game, with Daisy Ridley, James McAvoy. I don't know how to say his last name.
I don't know how to say his last name either.
And Willem Dafoe. Banger cast right here. Banger cast. And it's like a murder, but there's only 12 minutes, and you replay these 12 minutes from like different perspectives. You try to learn more about what's going on. I cannot wait to play this, even though it's getting mediocre reviews. Some people praise it, some people not so much. James, it says 79, but there's a huge Metascore says 79, but there's a huge disparity here.
Wow.
GameSpot, IGN are on the high end. All the PC game type things are on the bottom, real bad, like 50s. So
like the art critics.
I don't know what the difference is here, but like I don't know. Basically, some people think that the repetition is boring, and other people think that the repetition helps the game, and it's like an either or type thing. You either love it or you don't. So, GameSpot started off positive, gives it a 90. Warren Spector, director of Deus Ex, I don't know how to say this, Deus
Ex.
Thanks, James. Deus Ex has said that he would like to make a game focused entirely on one city block because the small space would allow for unmatched mechanical depth. 12 minutes reduces Spectre's scope further and finds a rich vein for interaction and storytelling. This game may limit its loop to 12 minutes, but I found myself wishing I could stay for much, much longer. IGN gives it an 80, or an 8 out of 10. 12 minutes injects a compelling time loop mystery into a traditional point-and-click adventure game to create original gameplay that complements its story's curiosity factor. PC Gamer gives it a 53 and says, a clever time loop setup devolves into frustrating repetition. Eurogamer, they don't score games over there, says, there's quality within this intriguing time loop, though by the end you're left wondering whether the core idea is a good one after all. And Polygon that is hard. Polygon also no score says, as far as I can tell, I made it to the true ending in 12 minutes. However, in conversations with coworkers who have also reached that point, we haven't been able to decipher what it all means or what the game is trying to say. It aspires to grapple with big life questions, and I imagine that many players will find it to be a text ripe for that kind of discussion. For me, 12 minutes is more about the journey than the destination, but maybe I'd feel differently if I'd wipe my memory and experience it fresh, exploring undiscovered paths to new conclusions. So that's pretty positive from Polygon, I think. Yeah. I can't wait to play this.
I can't either. How do you know how much it's gonna be releasing? Like the price?
I'm not sure. I know on Game Pass I have it downloaded already, which is kind of nice.
Oh, okay. So it's free on Game Pass.
Yeah, and it's 2 gigs of space, so it's real small too. So you don't have to worry about that. But yes, I don't know. I'm excited.
I think it's worth mentioning. No, you're fine. I think it's worth mentioning who these reviews are by going forward, just so that like people know if they agree with a certain like.
I said GameSpot, IGN, PC Gamer.
No. I mean like individual person.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mention real quick.
Yeah,
just the reviewer. Just because some people are like, oh well, like I don't like this reviewer, or like this reviewer might line up more with what I like. We have similar tastes. So IGN's is by the well-known Ryan McCaffrey. GameSpot's is by Andrew King, and PC Gamers by Wes Fenlon, and Polygons is by Samit Sarkar. I probably butchered that name.
Cool. Sweet. Love it.
There it is.
James, tell us about Pokemon Presents. You what?
I loved Pokemon Presents.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did not, but I like scrubbed through it.
I just watched the Arceus trailer. Arceus. Another thing of Arceus. Boom.
So we got whole like 27-minute presentation about all there is to come for Pokemon within the next, I guess, like season, like rest of the year, next year or so.
Sure.
So here's what we're getting. First of all, Pokemon Unite heads to mobile in September. Big move. It will have cross-play with the Switch version. It comes to both Android and iOS. 2 more Pokemon are also coming with this update. We have Mamoswine and Sylveon. Sylveon is a psychic evolution of Eevee, and Mamoswine is like a big mammoth who's a ice type
Yeah,
and a normal type. Could be wrong about the normal type, but
dude.
definitely an ice type.
I really like Pokemon Unite. There's this huge skill
Really?
disparity between me and MOBA players, so
Mm-hmm.
there's that. But I like it. It's tons of fun.
Maybe this will be your gateway drug into MOBAs.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I would like to try out League again.
I probably couldn't do League. It's a little too much.
I think I could try.
Touch-based Pokemon puzzle game for Nintendo Switch and mobile is getting revamped and renamed to Pokemon Cafe Remix.
What is
Pokemon
the remix?
What?
Capital R, capital M. Like, okay, Kingdom Hearts, simmer
Remix.
down over there. Simmer down.
Well,
over
it's
there.
like, it's a cooking game. It's like cooking themed. So it's like you mix things together.
Great. You know I like cooking stuff, James. I come to the realization. Did I tell you about this?
No.
So, okay, this is a little bit of a tangent, but
No, that's
apparently
okay.
I'm just into like cooking stories. Like I love Ratatouille. There's another one that happened very recently. Oh, that like oh my God, what was it? It was the thing that made me come to the realization, and now I don't remember. But if it comes back to me, I just like things with a backdrop in cooking, apparently. So
Me too,
it's
Vincent.
just a new thing. Just a new thing
love
for me, I
cooking.
guess.
Yeah. Let me know if you figure out what that was.
I will. I'm trying to think.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl details released in a new trailer. It'll feature the game's original minigames like Pokemon Super Contest, the Underground with the Dowsing minigame, and your secret base. It'll include customizable outfits and Pokeballs. And people are obsessing over Chibi. Oh, Sylvia. That's her name.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
I mean, she was hot as hell in the original game. I was like, damn, she's so bad.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. Little like what 9-10-year-old me was like, wow.
Wow.
Anyway, last but not least, we had got Pokemon Legends Arceus trailer number 2. Players have different style options. Okay, so hold on. I want to preface this trailer, like give just a little synopsis because
I'm assuming you watched the trailer.
Like, I did like twice. It was so cool. Just a lot of wide open environments goes along. Of course, we get a Breath of the Wild shot. We get footage of like going through little towns, little like old school Japanese towns.
Yeah.
Like talking to people, accepting like quests and like little missions and things to do. You go out into the wild and you go and you like stalk Pokemon through tall grasses, and you have like a reticle that you like aim your Pokeball at. But if you aim a Pokeball at the ground with one of your Pokemon party members
selected,
you can just throw your Pokemon straight into battle.
Yeah, which is cool.
Super cool.
Now,
and my favorite thing about the whole battle system, I'll get into this in a second, but just visually what I like about it is this was better in Sword and Shield, but it was always like a thing for me playing Pokemon games that I didn't like how Pokemon just kind of like shook when they did their like attacks, or they did them like in play. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, because I remember watching the show and it'd be like, oh, Sandshrew used Sand Slash or whatever, and
they get wrecked, bro. They get destroyed.
Wrecked. Yeah. Or like quick attack, and you see the Pokemon run into the other Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Like
Instead of like
run into
a PNG that goes, and then your character goes.
Yep. I hated that growing. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I guess I just always cared about that sort of thing.
I get it. Yeah.
But in this, like, you actually see the attacks like connect, the animations like go from Pokemon to Pokemon.
Yeah.
Something that's been like, I feel like ramped up to since like the more 3D Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Like Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon XY.
I haven't played them all. I have not played them all.
I haven't played them all either. I skipped like 3DS ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, visually it looks very cool. But in addition to that, Pokemon Combat has like there's styles now. There's strong style and there's, I think it's speed style or agility style.
Okay.
And so a strong attack will do more damage, but it'll be slower. But an agile attack will not have as much damage, but it'll be faster.
Yeah.
So using that, you can even take multiple turns in a row. based on that. So you can like chain attacks together or create more room for you to like heal or to use a more passive ability.
So
Um,
I had a couple concerns after watching the trailer. Although like
okay.
everything you said is super positive. I'm overall super positive on the trailer. But
Mhm.
the thing that differentiates this game from other like open world type games is, let's say in Breath of the Wild, because it's a very easy comparison to make, I guess, right?
Very easy comparison.
You're walking around and you see a bad guy, and like, let's say like I have a bow and arrow or something, and I like shoot an enemy, and I run up and attack the rest of it with my sword or something like that. I feel like this game is gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna walk up to this guy. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball. Let's fight. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of, in an open world, I want a lot of ways to take down an enemy. I would love to be able to be like, okay, I have this ranged Pokemon. I'm gonna slap him up here on this hill. We're gonna get some like he's gonna damage up here, and then I'm gonna go down and like throw down like another Pokemon and like do a normal battle, and maybe that guy has like an assist point or something like that that goes along with. That way you can play with the open world. Because other than that, I'm just walking around tossing balls, bro. And we could toss balls because it'll be great tossing balls. But there's that disparity between like, okay,
how does this actually impact the gameplay?
Yeah, does it? Or do I just have to wait? Do I just have to wait to fight this guy to get up close? Like, am I gonna have options here?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you don't have two Pokemon at the same time because that like breaks the game or whatever. But like, I'd like to like use the Pokemon strengths in the open world, and I really hope they kind of do something with that. Like, maybe you have to have a flying type Pokemon to like move around in the world. Like, you have to like really build your 6 Pokemon that you can carry to also help you in the world, besides just to fight other Pokemon. I don't know. That's what I'm waiting to see. They have a little
bit of that.
Yeah, I know they have. I mean,
because they have like with Hisuian, Braviary, with Weirdeer and Basque Legion, which are 3 new variations of evolutions specific to the Hisui region.
Okay.
You can mount them for like traversing through the water, through the air. And
I'm just wondering if
on land.
Are they on call? Do I whistle like my horse and then they just come to me, or like do I have to carry? That's what I want to know. That's the kind of stuff I'm like.
Very good questions.
That will change this game for me. So
very good questions.
Regardless, can't wait for this.
There are also in-game events in which like certain Pokemon become very hostile.
Okay.
And they have like red eyes and they like attack you. Like they'll like come up to you and attack your like character.
Yeah.
And I guess they can just body you and kill you. I guess that's just a thing.
So that kind of reminds me of the Dynamax Pokemon kind of things. I know like in those you have to actually go to one of those wells of light or whatever and then fight them, but they're like a hardened version of the Pokemon and they take like multiple people to fight, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm so excited for this game, an open world Pokemon game. Like, we're lucky. We're pretty damn lucky, guys. This is cool.
Dude,
that's what we want.
Switches are about to be blowing up over trying to run this game.
I mean, my Switch is already kind of using that fan for Breath of the Wild right now, and this is tough. This is tough.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me to think like this is a little off topic too, but like
yeah, it's fine.
Breath of the Wild really hit the hardware capacity like from launch. Like that was a launch window game, and they already like hit the ceiling, the power ceiling of Switch. Where like my PS5, I still feel like developers
have not even close.
Not even close to hitting that power ceiling.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I want my 4K Switch, man. I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Watch, they'll release that like 1 year before they release like whatever the next big thing for Nintendo is, which is not the Switch anymore. Like the Switch U, which will probably fail. And then after that, they'll learn from their mistakes and have another banger in like 2028.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Clip this out now, okay? You're going to want to listen to that.
For the Switch U.
Yeah, for the Switch U. All right, is that all for Pokemon?
You just had. I said everything. There's 4 new Pokemon evolutions and variations coming to the Hisui regions, which I've already mentioned. Weirdeer, Hisuian, Braviary, Basque Legion, along with Hisuian Growlithe. I don't know how you pronounce the name of it. Hisuian. I think that's right.
Hisuian, probably something like that.
And then some local variants will let you ride them across varied landscapes that we saw in the trailer.
Okay. Dude, I can't wait to play this. I need to finish Sword and Shield. I
finished it.
I still have like 3 gyms left, I think. I got a big chunk of it. And Breath of the Wild.
I just need to do the final. Yeah, you're going to finish Breath of the Wild, dude. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's the thing.
I'm on that DLC, too.
I'm done with all the Divine Beasts. I'm just kind of running around, like, doing stuff. Like, I was like, I know if I defeat Ganon, I just get put back right before Ganon. So I'm like, I'm just chilling, dude. I got the shield now. I got the master sword. I'm like,
Well, did you do all 4
banking out.
beasts?
Yeah, the beasts are done. I'm done with those. So I'm just kind of just goofing. I'm doing the mazes and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. All right, next up, Cyberpunk 2077 patch 1.3 is here. Includes free DLC, which is really misleading, and fixes for nearly 100 quests. This comes from Polygon. Cyberpunk's 2077's 1.3 patch is now live. Developer CD Projekt Red released a complete set of patch notes on Tuesday detailing fixes for 85 quests and gigs, plus improvements and balance changes throughout the game. So, normal patch stuff that they should probably be working on. In addition to quality of life changes detailed on Monday, the 1.3 patch appears to be a substantial one. CD Projekt is also including a few of what is called, quote, free DLCs. They will take the form of additional cosmetic items for the player, quest options, phone texts, and animations. Let me read that again. The DLC that they're describing here is quest options, phone texts, and animations, and possibly a couple more cosmetics like an Akira jacket. Okay? That's in the game now, which is kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Several of those DLCs were teased during a Twitch live stream and had a complete list, which will be included in the main menu under additional content. What they did not tell you is they changed the map system in this game a little bit. So previously, if you pull up the map, it's like it's not directly overhead. It's like a little bit to the side, and you just kind of pan it. You just kind of pan it like it's one camera and you're moving around the map. The map doesn't move. Now you can move the map and it's completely 3D. So you can make it completely horizontal and you see the different sizes of the buildings, and then you can go through and like push through super close. It's cool. It's a cool map system. Cool. And then they also changed the driving directions in the game, which was a big thing for people. Instead of these arrows, they make it a little more clear, but not as intrusive, that's a good fix. Yeah. It's nice. So they're going to keep
an in-game render of the Akira jacket.
I just read about it. I haven't seen it yet. So
yeah,
I'm assuming it's cool though. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm just waiting for the next gen upgrade, and then I will platinum this game.
Yes.
It's going to happen. I can't freaking wait.
I'm just waiting for the next gen upgrade to jump in.
Also, it's $10 at Best Buy right now, and if you don't pick this game up for $10, you're really missing out because it's a great game. Great game. Highly recommend it.
Still taking me a lot to take it off my shelf.
Yep.
Phil Spencer has been testing Steam Deck and says Xbox games work well.
Work well.
The $399 device was announced last month, described as a, quote, a powerful all-in-one portable PC capable of running the latest AAA games. Steam Deck runs the latest version of Valve's SteamOS software, which is based on Linux, allowing players to easily access their Steam games library and all of the platform's features. However, Valve insists that Steam Deck is also an open PC with the ability to install any software or connect with any hardware. That means that players could be able to access other companies' games, such as the Microsoft Store and Xbox Game Pass. Kind of cool, kind of crazy. At the very least, users will be able to stream Game Pass titles over the cloud via web browser, according to Phil Spencer's recent social media post, saying, quote, was at Valve Software this week talking with Scott, Eric, Gabe about Steam Deck. After having mine most of the week, I can say that it's a really nice device. Games with me on the go, screen size, controls, all great. Playing Halo and Age of
Empires. I'm assuming.
Age of Empires, sure. Feels good. xCloud works well. Congrats, SD team. End quote. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers can already stream their games to Android and iOS devices via the cloud, but Steam Deck could potentially offer an attractive solution for gaming on the go without having to worry about Wi-Fi speed.
Yeah, this is cool, man. This is real cool. I think when it says Wi-Fi speed, they're talking like you don't just have to stream the game, because like you could open a web browser, I guess, and stream.
Oh, yeah, you could download it to your Steam Deck.
Yeah, you could just download games on your Steam Deck, so that would be sick. But if this is true, man, that's another really big selling point for Steam Deck. And I'm sure this is getting a lot of positive reaction, right? So can you imagine if Steam Deck like releases an official Game Pass app for Steam Deck? Oh my God.
It's over.
It's over, bro. It's over. PlayStation would be begging. They'd be begging and kicked into the curb because they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing like this right now.
They got nothing. I mean,
Sony.
I have one friend. This is so funny.
Yeah.
I have one friend who like consistently advocates for PlayStation now.
I do too. I think People use
it's
it.
the same thing as Game Pass, and I'm like, it's not the same thing as fucking Game Pass, but
People use it, dude.
They come out of the woodwork, man. I don't get it.
I had someone text me. They're like, "Hey, is PlayStation Now worth it?" Nah, it's not. Don't. Don't do it.
I would never recommend PlayStation Now to someone.
Remember when PlayStation Now bundled TV stuff in there too, and then they got rid of the TV stuff, like actual channels?
Yes,
that was over really quick. That happened really quick.
Way too quick.
I think my uncle subscribed to that for a while. I gotta ask him about that. Yeah, way back when like PlayStation Now had the TV thing. This was like before Hulu did their live TV thing and stuff like that. He was like really talking about it, like excited about it. And I gotta ask him like how soon, like how quickly he bought it and then got rid of it. That's what I'm curious about. Like, so I don't know. I forgot about that. That just brought up, yeah.
Vincent, would you buy a Steam Deck?
Yeah, but I don't play my Switch enough, like handheld wise, and I like playing indies on the PlayStation, to be honest. I love playing all the games on my PlayStation. I just want a PlayStation handheld, which is stupid. I hate being like a fanboy. I saw like I'm a pony, bro. I really hate to say it because I love my Xbox stuff, but if I have the choice, I'm playing on my PlayStation, even over PC and everything, even over Switch. But that's just because I enjoy their ecosystem and I've been in it for so long. Same thing if I grew up on Xbox, I'd probably just prefer playing it on Xbox. So I don't know. Just I would like a Steam Deck, but I don't need it.
Every day I think about getting a Series S.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. But I think a much better purchase for me is just buying a controller and then playing games on my PC.
Then next week we're gonna customize controllers together.
Wow, this sounds like a really great roommate bonding experience, guys. I'll let you know how. Can you imagine? We should record ourselves doing like the whole color picker thing and post it. That would be so funny. That would be awesome.
That'd be really funny. Because I got my Bluetooth adapter, so I could just get a Bluetooth my controller.
All right, let's do it next Wednesday. Sounds great. Wow.
Sounds incredible.
Wow. Okay. Next up, Sly Cooper 5 rumored to be in development at PlayStation. Wow. This is pretty big. This is a rumor though. This comes from comicbook.com. A new series of rumors have recently come about suggesting that the 5th entry in PlayStation's classic Sly Cooper franchise could be in the works. Although the series as a whole hasn't been since 2013 Sly Cooper. Interesting sentence structure. It sounds as though some at Sony are finally looking to return to the PlayStation 5. However, the form of which could be coming back still isn't known. A number of rumors related to Sly Cooper 5 have been coming out over the past few days and weeks. The rumors first started on 4chan, of course, when one alleged insider claimed that Sucker Punch Productions, which is the studio that developed the first 3 Sly Cooper titles, would be looking to make a new installment. The post was quickly deleted. However, given that users on 4chan are anonymous, it became nearly impossible to know how serious this should be taken. Of course, but this is the big but. Not long after this incident came about, though, one of the more notable video game industry insiders in recent months came forward and shared what he has heard on the situation. Taking to a Reddit thread that was talking about the previous 4chan situation, Nick Baker. That sounds just like Baker. It sounds like a New Zealand type name, but maybe not. Who has had many accurate leaks and scoops throughout 2021, mentioned that he has actually been told that Sly Cooper could be coming back as well. Baker didn't have much information to share what he heard, but he did say that one studio seems to be working on a potential Sly Cooper 5 at the moment, but Baker stressed that he heard Sucker Punch is not the one who would be making it, though, which would make sense given the studio is now busy with Ghost of Tsushima, which will surely be receiving a follow-up in the future. James.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but we reported on a new San Diego studio that Sony was making. And this rumor it's making sense, dude. We thought that they were working on it in Days Gone 2. That got axed. We thought they were working on the Uncharted spin-off thing. The rumors didn't seem very well. The latest rumor is Sly Cooper 5. Do we think there could be a possibility? It's a new Sony studio. Who knows, baby? Who knows? Or they're working on something fresh and new. That could be it, but gotta speculate.
Okay, I think here's my tier list. On top,
hit me.
Something completely new.
Sure.
I think that's the most. This is in terms of likelihood.
Yeah.
Also, what I want.
Sure.
I think most likely is something new.
Okay.
But I think what I want is Infamous 3 / Infamous reboot, like a remake.
Sure, of Infamous.
And then it would be like, I don't think they should do Sly 5. I think they should just do Sly remake.
There's a lot of people excited for Sly. I know a lot of people that are excited for this. It's the same thing with like Ratchet. Or I know they're like kind of similar, but yeah.
I also don't know if I want a different studio making these beloved franchises.
Yeah, give it to the people that
hold on.
Made them. Yeah.
Like Blue Point did a great job with Demon Souls.
They did, but also they didn't remake it. I mean, okay, technically it's Demon Souls. Is it called remake? Demon Souls remake or just it's like a remaster. But no, it is like remade because it's completely different.
It's remake.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
I mean, the official title isn't remake, but IGN lists it as remake.
Okay.
On PlayStation, it's just called Demon Souls.
For that, to me, it's different because it's the same game. They're like,
yeah, they aren't. And don't get me like Blue Point didn't redo any of the game's like core mechanics,
right?
Or they didn't retweak any of the movement or anything like that. All of the base game things are still there. It just looks pretty.
I would like to. Do you think Demon Souls will eventually be a PS Plus game? Maybe in a couple years. I think that has potential.
I don't know. I've never seen another From Software game go.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus.
James, I'm gonna say it. Godfall's coming to PlayStation Plus. It's got to.
But I might not even play it if it comes to PlayStation Plus.
I think it looks cool now. I don't know. I saw someone playing it the other day, and I was like, "Damn, that actually kind of looks fun." It kind of looks fun.
Dude, I saw Cheesy playing it way back when, and I was like, "This does not look good."
That was way back. They got a whole nother. They have 2 new biomes in the game now: Fire World and this Ice World. It looks sick, bro. I don't know. Looks cool. I can't wait. I'll play it for $5. Catch me at 15 though. You better end me because I'm not paying 15 for Godfall. That's free or $5. That's what I'm doing.
Waiting for Avengers to come to game or.
Hey, play War for Wakanda, bro. It's fun. Hop in there. I may or may not have used this tiny bit of an exploit of restarting a checkpoint over and over again to get better gear, and so I'm almost max level back Black Panther right now. It's pretty awesome. And I'm feeling badass, dude. I'm feeling badass.
Wow.
I can't wait to play more of it, actually, which is weird. I've never had the feeling with that game. But now I'm like, I can't wait to play more Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
All right, final one. Oh, no, 2 more. You got this one.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I don't know. I went and I started my download for XCOM 2. Because for some reason, I was like, next week, I'm like, I want to play some XCOM.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've just been thinking about it for a really long time. I want to get back into XCOM.
Good.
My buddy's really into Warhammer.
40K.
Oh yeah. Kill Team, and the game is basically XCOM, but like tabletop version.
I was watching someone play XCOM yesterday.
Yeah.
He was loving it. I was trying to like get some lingo down. I didn't really know what was going on, but I was like, oh yeah, this looks cool. He's
the tutorial's really good. If you ever play Vin. Next up, we have abandoned creator to press that people are calling Blue Box scammers. Says that the first trailer is really soon. Vincent,
sure.
I feel so bad for these guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel bad. They're doing it to themselves. They got a hammer. They got a hammer. They took off their shoe and they just beat the shit out of their big toe. That's what they're doing right now. Bear.
They're doing what I did too on that soccer field and just
oh my god,
broke your toe.
You did break my toe. It's recovered now though. They're breaking their own toes though. They're gonna break their legs soon.
They're playing Boy Cried Wolf. It's the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, see that makes me not very sorry for them.
I don't know because it might just be unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah,
there's totally a possibility that it's just totally unfortunate that none of their prior games got released.
Yeah, totally.
Because what happened was they just had so many projects that like got canceled or got indefinitely delayed or things like that, and now it looks like Abandoned is just another one of these games that's coming up that like will never release. And so,
well, who knows? I don't know. It might not.
No one knows. I'm just gonna get into the article. This comes from PlayStationLifestyle.net. When the PS5 exclusive Abandoned real-time experience. Hold on, let me reread. The whole title is Abandoned Real-Time Experience.
Yes.
It's an app that finally got its patch last week. Curiosity turned to disappointment as people realized the video was the same 5-second teaser that developer Blue Box Game Studios had already posted on Twitter 3 days earlier. Amid the reveal, creator Hassan Karaman, says he's, quote, really depressed right now, largely owing to people calling Blue Box scammers. NME, what is NME?
Great question. Let me look.
I think it's a magazine, something magazine. Anyway, spoke to Karaman to, quote, set the record straight despite initially calling Abandoned a cinematic first-person horror survival shooter. In its announcements, Karaman is now leaning away from defining it as horror, perhaps in an effort to distance it from the conspiracies, which, if I don't know if this talks about the conspiracies, where that like Hideo Kojima is secretly involved with this game, that it's like it's not actually the studio, but it's a Hideo Kojima sub studio, and that it's actually like PT remake or something like that.
We have to mention though that they're the ones where the rumors came from. They're the one trying to lead us to that, because at one point I think somebody made that rumor and they're like, let's play on this because it's giving us tons and shitloads of press. Dude, they even released an image with a blurred out thing with like an eye patch and like, oh my god, it's Solid Snake.
They
did you not see it? It says abandoned.
I did not see that.
It says abandoned, and in the background it's a super blurred image and it's a man with an eye patch, and you can't really tell who it is because it's super blurred, but you're like, oh my god, they want you to think it's Snake. It's not. They later came out when people started calling them scammers to be like, oh, this is just our villain in the game. This is the villain. So stupid. People were pissed. Keep going. And also Enemy is a magazine. You're right.
Got it. It has some, so he said it has some horror elements in it, but it's not really a horror game. It's not what people think that it's Silent Hill. The unique nature of Abandoned reportedly comes in how gameplay is affected by various different things. Sprinting or taking damage may affect your aim. Fear can also impact what the character does. Carmen says that it's all, quote, achieved by high-end motion capture. He continued, we do motion capture ourselves and we create systems for the game based on animation data. He goes on to say that it makes exploration, receiving damage, survival, and you just play the game in a whole different way, apparently. However, Carmen also tells Enemy that this mechanic isn't ready for the public to see yet, saying, quote, I think this mechanic is something really awesome. What we have so far, it's not ready for the public to see, but once it's polished, we'll definitely show some footage. That's why I'm so hyped about Abandoned, because it's new. That's part of the reason the Abandoned real-time experience app still doesn't have a real trailer, instead relying on 5 seconds of teaser footage for its launch. Carmen admits that the app has been a disaster, saying, quote, people are really disappointed, he acknowledges. In the multiple delays leading up to the patch that set the short teaser live, investigations appeared to dig up what seemed to be multiple previous failed or abandoned projects from Blue Box. The studio sent out a tweet during this time, insisting that it was, quote, 100% real. Those tweets regarding the issues that Blue Box faced with the app have since been deleted. Nonetheless, people have been using Blue Box's history and the issues with the app to question the legitimacy of the studio and Abandoned as a project, wondering if the game will share the same fate as the developer's last project.
Yeah.
Last projects, plural.
It's tough, dude. It's tough. I don't know. They don't have a single product out since 2015, right? So it's been 6 years.
Didn't they release a demo that just didn't work?
For Abandoned?
Yes.
No, they released okay. So they hype you up for this. They said, like 2 o'clock Pacific time, you're going to be able to jump in. We're not going to tell you what it is, but you're going to be able to jump into this, right? So a bunch of people log in. They delay it a day. They delay it after like a bunch of people are there. I think everybody gives up hope. They're like, it's another scam. The next day, they actually do this thing. And James, it's 8 seconds long. You walk for 8 seconds, and it cuts to black and it says Abandoned. And it's the same trailer that they posted on Twitter about a month ago. The same exact thing. There's no difference. I will say the game looks pretty, but dude, really? You're going to make everybody download for the same trailer? And apparently that was a last minute decision because the whatever it was they were going to show wasn't ready yet, but they had already announced the app. They were just trying to get people to download the app, in my opinion, which is probably now deleted. I can't imagine people are sticking that on their PlayStation. So I don't know, bro. They're really doing it to themselves. They're setting themselves up real bad. I know I follow a couple people on Twitter, like Tony Polanco. He's hilarious. The guy is dogging on Blue Box all the time, and it's so funny.
Yeah,
There's a
he
couple
is.
other people too. But there's this graphic that's been shared around. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. If you're interested enough, you can check this out. You can find it just by looking at Blue Box scam spreadsheet. Okay. And it's everything from 2015 to 2021 where they announce things, delay it, cancel it. Announce things, delay it, cancel it. From everything. Announced new horror game in 2017, game never came out. Announced new horror game in 2018, game never came out. And they have like names and everything for all these games that they've announced. It's tough. It's a tough list to look at. And yeah, as of right now, the app is indefinitely delayed as of Blue Box. So there's, who knows? Which just whenever they get it done, I guess we'll find out. But call me curious. Though. I will say, you know what? I'm not, I want to know what this is.
I want to know what it is. Yeah.
Have you seen screenshots and stuff?
Yeah.
Remember you wanted? I remember like 2 months ago when this first came out. You made sure this was on the dock. Like you're like, this is gonna be awesome. Like you were talking about the mechanics of the game.
It looked really cool.
It was like a gun in the forest. I was like, this is major Resident Evil 7. Also, I'm sorry my camera's all framey. I don't know what's going on, but who knows? Okay. Last one, James. Last story.
Fulbright, the Gone Home co-founder Steve Gaynor has stepped down. Fulbright co-founder Steve Gaynor, known for his work on Gone Home and Tacoma, also my hometown, has stepped down from his role as creative lead on Open Roads following multiple allegations of mistreating Fulbright employees, particularly women. This comes from Polygon. Multiple former employees who spoke with Polygon anonymously out of fear of retaliation described the Fulbright work environment as controlling, a place in which staffers felt undermined and demeaned by Gaynor. Because of Gaynor's status as the co-founder of a beloved indie darling, some former employees said they were worried about being blacklisted from the industry, though some ended up leaving the industry entirely anyway. These former employees said they did not experience or witness sexual harassment or explicit sexism. Instead, they said the studio's toxic culture hid behind the veneer of inclusivity, as women were allegedly repeatedly broken down by microaggressions. At Open Roads Game on Twitter released the following tweet. Also, this is somewhat summarized of the entire article. It's much longer. Go read it. There's a lot more to it, and I think these type of things are important to read about and be aware of, especially within all of the things that have been going on with Activision Blizzard.
Yeah,
and it's interesting to track how different studios are reacting to said allegations. Like in this case, Steve Gaynor stepping down, but sometimes you just don't see executives like stepping down as willingly. You see them trying to take other routes aside from stepping down. But anyway, I'm just going to read the tweet on Twitter from @OpenRoadsGame saying, "We are a small team passionate about making an inclusive, poignant, story-driven game that gives players a feeling of discovery. We care deeply about creating games that have a positive impact. We are also fervent believers in fostering a work environment that is healthy and collaborative, where we can work with transparency, autonomy, and trust." As such, Fulbright's co-founder Steve Gaynor has stepped back from his role as creative lead and manager and transitioned to a role as a writer, heading off day-to-day responsibilities to the team to complete Open Roads. We are all excited by how the game is shaping up, and we hope you'll follow along as we continue to share our progress. A Fulbright representative confirmed to Polygon that Gaynor stepped down in March due to the quote pattern of women leaving the company. Steve stepped down in March 2021 after it became clear that the steps that were already being taken to improve his interactions with the team were only yielding temporary results, the representative said. More drastic action was needed for the health of the team. The representative also said that Annapurna Interactive, the game's publisher, is, quote, aware of the situation at Fulbright and has been instrumental in helping the Open Roads team make changes to its structure. An Annapurna spokesperson told Polygon that the company supports the Open Roads team. Following the publication of the story, Gaynor issued a statement to Polygon. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading.
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
Saying, "Hi all, I have a statement to share about my role at Fulbright. Earlier this year, I stepped back from my role as creative lead on Open Roads. My leadership style was hurtful to people that worked at Fulbright, and for that, I truly apologize. Stepping back has given me space and perspective to see how my role needs to change and how I need to learn and improve as part of a team, including working with an expert management consultant and rethinking my relationship to the work at Fulbright. I care deeply about Open Roads and the Fulbright team. I'm sad to have stepped back from day-to-day development of Open Roads. but it's been the right thing to do. The Open Roads team has my full faith and support as they bring the game to completion.
Cool.
And as the article goes on, it talks about other like more specific instances in which there's mistreatment of women and toxic culture and things like that. That it just gets more specific, but I think it's just I wanted to focus a little bit on just like Steve Gaynor's like response
Which
to like stepping down.
Here's something I have to respect is like he's public about like saying that the way he was doing things were hurtful to others, and he apologizes at his leadership style, right? Stuff like that. We haven't heard a peep out of anybody from Activision Blizzard apologizing for anything they've done. We just heard people got fired. So, and he says he left. I don't know if he was fired or he left or however that went down. You know, you never know. And who knows? He might not actually mean this. It's like one of those things. It could be a PR thing. But I'm glad to hear that he has a statement versus other people that have done the Cosby Suite. Okay, if you don't know about the Cosby Suite, you can watch our episode. That haven't said a peep. Haven't said a freaking word. Also, do you see there's a big a petition to change McCree's name right now because it's based off one of the guys from the Cosby Suite?
I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's a big thing on the Overwatch community right now, apparently.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. There's a lot of bad stuff. We talk about a lot of good stuff on the podcast, but there's a lot of rough stuff in the gaming industry too.
A lot of rough stuff. And keep in mind that the number of core Fulbright employees remained under 20 at any given time. So like super small work environment in which the manager is constantly affecting like everyone there. Yeah. I don't know. I hope like best case scenario that comes out of this, I hope that it would set an example like for actual change and actually like welcoming, like being aware of toxic microaggressions and even like explicit toxic behavior and like hopefully changing for the better. Like I said, and like Vin, you were saying, Vin, this could be just a PR statement. This could
you just never know. You
Something
never know their
HR
heart.
made them put out. You never know really what their heart is behind their statements. But
I'm glad he's talking about it at least, at the very least.
I'm glad he's talking about it.
Taking ownership.
But I also hope the women involved get like proper retribution. And or get like to work in a safe work environment. That's
totally
the highest priority of all.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Finally up. I'm about to sneeze again. Here we go. Wait for it. Sorry. Apologize. Random fun stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Stories without a story. Oh, he's going to sneeze too? Oh, he's going to yawn. Wow, we just really hit the gambit of facial, I don't know, whatever you call them. Void Bastards and Ukulele available. Oh, ukulele, but spelt not ukulele.
Yeah.
It's Yuka-Lele. Available for free on Epic Game Store. James, you love Void Bastards, so make sure to go to claim this.
I do. It's a roguelike, so of course I love it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play this, so I'm excited for that. What else?
Hellraiser's Pinhead comes to Dead by Daylight.
And Quake has been rated for ESRB for most platforms. More details to come. ...
Following that,
hit me
with actual news. Quakecon starts now.
Oh, I'm sure.
So by the time you're watching this, Quakecon will be completed.
And by about 10 minutes ago, as of recording, the Call of Duty Vanguard information is dropping, or the event is happening in Warzone. So we didn't get to cover that today, but we'll cover that next week too, because that'll be some exciting stuff. But okay, also real quick before we close it off, this was episode 78. Next week we will not have a podcast. This is our last.
So we will not be covering Call of Duty next week.
Okay, you're right. We'll be probably covering it, or well, whatever's big in 2 weeks. All right. So episode 79 will not be next week. It'll be the week after. James and I are moving, and it's just too hectic to try to get a podcast up next week. So, but we'll let you guys know. If you want to stay up to date, you can head over to our Twitter and that kind of stuff, and we'll post updates there. We'll post that we're going to miss next week's episode. But thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys soon. Very soon, hopefully. If you haven't, please go sub to Strictly Casual. We got a lot of new videos. We got 40 subscribers every night for our Eternals video. Pretty crazy.
Kind of crazy.
We're at, dude, we need 150 until 1,000. We're so close. Monetization's coming, baby. Let's go. All right. See you, boys. Baby.